Yes, the Master Sword now brims with light, or twilight. I'm honestly not sure which is which, at this rate. You really are the chosen one, Link, a true hero. Yeah, I mean, as if we didn't already know that at this point. Like, it would be kind of weird to discover all of a sudden, hey, it turns out you're not the chosen hero, the sword didn't glow up. Well, this is a problem. That would be a pretty interesting twist for a Zelda game if Link didn't end up being the hero. I mean, that's an interesting twist for any game, and it does happen sometimes. But, I don't think it'll ever happen in the world of Zelda, because Link just is the hero, Zelda is the princess, Ganon is the evil one. Except in the games where he's not. And except for in the games where Zelda is not even a character, despite it being called The Legend of Zelda. But I have been interested in the idea of, like, people talk about sometimes how, you know, there's the Triforce of Wisdom, Courage, and Power. There are those three, and Zelda, I think, always has Wisdom, Ganon always has Power, Link always has Courage. But wouldn't it be interesting if the tables turned one day, and they each had the Triforces distributed differently? Like, what if Link had Power, and Ganon had Wisdom, and Zelda had Courage, I guess? Would Zelda be the one to go on the adventure in that case? And I don't know how Ganon would necessarily have Wisdom, but maybe in that case Ganon wouldn't be the bad guy, or maybe Link would be the one with Wisdom, and Ganon would have the Courage. That might make more sense. And Zelda has the power. Like, she has plenty of power anyways, seeing as she is the princess, and is generally, you know, in a good position to do royal things with royal authority. Yeah, now that we have this Sword of Light, we can do pretty awesome things, like make dark things glow, and black stuff go away. That's about it, actually. I don't think it has any real pertinence to the final battle, besides being for story reasons, you know, this is what we need. But, I don't know, I like the glowy sword. It looks pretty. Your blade does not sparkle with... Yeah, Ganon's word choice in Wind Waker with the sword sparkling is a little unusual. I don't really care, but it is just another thing to talk about. I'm not sure why Wind Waker has been on my mind lately. It really hasn't, it's just been for this recording session. So yeah, we just vanquish the night. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a horrible night it is to have a curse. That's a tweet that I made that I was rather proud of. I don't know if I should be proud of such a stupid joke, but sometimes things just make you laugh. And you want to share them with the world. Like, that long rant that I made about, man, what if an alligator, was sued? I don't remember what that rant really was. I was just tiredly rambling about whatever came to my mind, like I tend to do with my friends on Twitter. Like, I'll just... Sometimes, if I am really feeling loopy, I will just go on and on and on about stuff that makes no sense. And at that point, it was just me rambling about, you know, what if it was possible to sue an alligator? What would the lawyers do? What would the alligator do? If it had to go to prison, and the bail money was 1 cent, it still wouldn't be able to pay the bail money because it's an alligator. What an unfortunate existence. Maybe zoos are just criminal alligators, or criminal animals, who are wrongly accused, and they can't bail because they don't have the money. Something like that. And then I think I just ended it with, it's probably not possible to sue an alligator. It's like living in... It's like consciously having dreams. You know, I know that lucid dreams are a thing, where you have a dream, and then you realize that you're in the dream, and then you can change it just by thinking about it, which hasn't happened to me as far as I know, but it's a little bit different whenever you're just fully awake and things pop into your head that you wouldn't normally think about, and it's kind of like a dream, even though it's not really. Can we stand on the chest? Nope, not this time. Silly Link. Standing on the chest is one of the most satisfying things. Gosh, that kind of bothered me in Return to Dreamland, actually. When you fight one of the Sphere Doomers in Return to Dreamland, there's this brief pause after you beat the boss where it's exploding, and then before it finishes, or after it finishes exploding, there's a cutscene where the energy spheres that you're supposed to collect appear in the middle of the screen. And after I beat the boss and I see the little pause, I always think, man, maybe I can rush to the middle of the screen in time to collect the energy spheres by just being where they are as they appear. But no, it never happens, because it is such a short window of time when you have control. And it always makes me a little bit sad. Like, oh, this game could be just a little bit more satisfying if it made you wait just a little bit longer. But, yeah, it doesn't have that luxury. Although I guess the reason that it's satisfying to collect the energy spheres like that, or to collect anything as it's appearing anyways, is partly just because it reduces the amount of time it takes to get through that part of the game. And, you know, if there's not enough time to get to it in time, then that reduces the amount of time anyway. I don't know, never mind. That made no sense. This is what I consider one of the most beautiful areas in the game, because all you see around you are these bewildering clouds, just in every direction almost. Not quite every direction. There's this big gray-blue monument in the way that sort of looks like it's from Star Wars, but I don't know, it adds to the flair of the place. It is the place, so of course it would add flair to the place. There's something kind of nice about whenever a color gradient has... You see one color, and then you see the other color at the other end, but then there's also this middle color that's not completely natural, but it's somehow more saturated, and it makes it... It gives this effect that I don't know how to describe. Like... I'm trying to think. Like, if a color gradient had yellow on one side and blue on the other, then normally you would just have this color in the middle that's sort of like a yellowish blue that's kind of almost gray, because it's not staying fully saturated, it's accounting for what's in the middle of each. There we go, there's me standing on the chest. Good times. But then if you wanted to be more satisfying gradient, then you have yellow, then green, then blue, because green is the actual in-between of yellow and blue, with all the saturation involved. I don't know if anything that I've said in the past, like, 3 minutes has made any sense to people. But no matter, let's just beat up these birds that are not really birds and also have no face. No face. And now I'm thinking back to a Miiverse post that I made, back when I still used Miiverse. It was a fun time, I don't regret it, but I guess I just got kind of tired of it, and it felt like it wasn't really going anywhere, so... But I'm thinking about when, it was a common occurrence to go to the YouTube section and draw fan art of Five Nights at Freddy's. And I had this one picture of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Bonnie, who doesn't have a face, and no face from Spirited Away. And all that's said in the interaction between them is, you know, maybe we should switch names. And the funny mental image that comes from that is just picturing No Face being named Bonnie. But not Bonnie Hunt, who is, I only know Bonnie Hunt from being the voice of the spider in A Bug's Life and the voice of the flat witch doll in Toy Story 3. I'm sure she has plenty of other roles. You know, actually, I think she was the mom rabbit in Zootopia. Like, Judy Hopps' mom. I think that's right. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know enough actor and actresses' names. I'm an uneducated at speaking. Okay, so did the big ground nails go away? Apparently not. Well, okay, no, they did. I don't know. Ground nails. Wall staples. Wall staples are the best thing about Mother 3. Maybe not really, but I still love that just wall staples. It's not pieces of a ladder, it's not ladder steps, it's just staples. And it works perfectly well. More Deku Babas. I would like to know what these are called. It's probably just like Twily Babas or something. Ali Babas. Babadook. I have a list of movies that I want to watch over the summer. The Babadook is one of those movies. I don't think we'll get to all the movies in the list because I would have to watch like one every 2 days, which is kind of a bit fast for me. I like to be able to watch a movie and then have a lot of time for it to sink in, usually. Maybe not even one every 2 days. I might have to watch one every night. I don't remember how long that list was, or how long my break is. I have a better idea of how long the list is than how long my break is from school, because who wants to pay attention to that crap? What did I just get hit by? I think it's something on a higher floor, probably another Zant head. Yeah, there it is. One of the movies that I would like to watch is The Big Lebowski, which I was actually going to watch tonight, but didn't get around to it because I fell asleep for too long. And I know nothing about that movie, pretty much, except that it is popular in culture. It has the dude. It has the line, "Hey, it's just like your opinion, man," or something to that effect. Or "That's just like your opinion, man." And I also know that after doing a little bit of research, it uses the F word 260 times in its roughly 2-hour running time. Although I don't know if I would know most of those. If I would recognize that it's said that many times, because I know that whenever I watched Pulp Fiction, which apparently has, it's like 3 hours long with 265 instances of the F word, I don't remember most of them. I really have no idea. Like, if you ask me, just off the cuff, how many times I thought that the word was said in that movie, I would say maybe 20. Like, I would only be able to remember maybe 10 instances of it, but saying 20 would be my generous guess. Yeah. Because I just... Maybe I've become desensitized to the word or something after hearing it so much in YouTube videos. I still don't like to swear myself, because to me it's not just another word in my vocabulary. But I guess I can understand how it would be for others. This is sort of an interesting blast room. Just, hey, let's take all of our battles that we've done in the past with all these little beasts and slash their Medusa heads to pieces, one by one by one. Well, actually, not one by one, because then they revive each other. You have to make sure that you do all of them at once. And the ground nails go away. Hooray. Just like my toenail went away. Well, I say went away as if it just, like, ran off.